too, because now we have a problem with helping each other out. It's a crabs in the barrel mentality, and that shit sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully soon we will be more community oriented and adapt the whole village mentality like that, like the OGs used to have, and come together a lot more. I hope so, but it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that when the system is against you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're now kicking it with the bros, man. It's been a good week for me, man. I've been good this week. How y'all been this week?
I've been good these last 2 weeks.
Been straight.
We did. We missed a week. We did.
Yeah, yeah. Brandon had to work.
Hey, we have to bring it to attention.
Hey, you gotta pay the bills, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, we understand. You know,
Of course.
shit happen. This ain't a paid show, so.
Yeah.
But we back.
And we can be a Manscaped. Let us get this.
You feel me? Trying to say everybody's sweaty balls.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we are. Definitely are.
Oh, what? I did put my ball deodorant on today, though.
Good. I put mine on faithfully.
Are y'all really? That's crazy. I was just
No chafing, bro.
No shade,
You won't catch me.
Works so good. Go ahead and invest in that shit.
You better get you some, bro. It's only $10, bro.
I'm good. Appreciate it, dude.
That's crazy.
And I ain't cut myself. I love it.
I cut myself.
Oh, you got the razor too?
I got the nose trim and everything.
I got the razor, the nose trimmer, some boxes.
Boxes.
I got everything.
Best $75 to spend in my life.
Hell yeah.
My life.
I ain't never had a nose trimmer. I was like, this shit.
Oh, God. I want to thank y'all for purchasing that stuff, brother. I really do.
Now that I could probably use a nose trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like putting no clippers up there, bro.
Nose
I'm
ain't
scared.
You've been using clippers in your nose?
Well, I got like the little trimming clippers.
I'm surprised you didn't use tweezers or your fingernails.
Tweezers.
Hey, if your nose hair.
Oh, did that nigga say my fingernails, bro?
You did say clippers.
Who am I, Wolverine?
It's a problem.
Come on now. Yeah, like you ain't never had to do that.
But
Maybe I got too many, because who the fuck doing all that? Be sitting there pulling out all these hairs.
Who the fuck using some clippers?
I told you they trimmers. It's the little tiny ones.
Them
They're
shit
not like the full clippers.
Nah, nigga, fuck
Still,
that.
bro. You might have damn trim your nose.
Trying to cut the inside of your nose. Wow.
All right. So now that we know D uses clippers to trim his nose hair.
The trimmers.
Earlier in the season,
I was gonna say it, but sorry.
Earlier in the season, we talked about feelings and pretty much emotions. So, like, how are y'all feeling mentally and physically? Like on a scale of like 1 to 10. Like for me, mentally, I'm at like an 8. Like everything is not going how I want it to go, but I'm still in control of it, and everything is good. And then physically, I'm not at my peak, so I'm like physically, I would say a 6, but most of that is based on me just not being going to the gym lately. If I just start going back to the gym, I feel a lot better physically. But that's where I'm at mentally and physically. What about y'all? How y'all feeling, like mentally and physically?
It's like,
I'm like, who gonna start? Anybody say?
Okay, I'm about to say we ain't got no name, we got no order, you know.
Oh, my bad. I should have threw something out there. BT said she was too cool guy. BT.
Too cool. I don't know about that one, but I ain't gonna lie. Mentally, I'm probably. I mean, I go to therapy, so I got issues.
Hey
I'm
man, just
definitely
because you go to therapy don't mean you got issues, man.
I got issues.
We all got issues.
I got issues like that.
You
But
just
no,
talking about yours.
Yeah, that's all it is. But no, I mean, shit, maybe a 6 mentally. But physically, I feel. I mean, shit, I've been running and stuff for the past 3 months, so I'm straight.
That's good.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Ain't no worries on me.
Medical told me I need to stop running, so they told me I need to change my cardio.
I'm dead.
Wow.
Cause my knee,
Bleeding
bro.
wrong? Your knee? Damn, you old, nigga.
I might as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do mine now since I'm talking about my knees. Physically, I'm not even gonna put a number on it because it's ups and downs. Some days my knees straight. Some days my knees be pretty bad. It's part of the job, bro. Part of the occupation, man. Your body start breaking down because you own your feet a lot, and then especially being on water, man. You know, water rocking, the boat rocking. So doing that plus wearing a vest, that shit take a toll on your knees, bro. So my knees starting to hurt. So physically, I mean, I'm all right, I guess. I'm not in the greatest shape, but I'm still solid. I'm healthy, I guess. So I'm good. Mentally, I'm okay. I say I'm okay. I'm good right now. I'm in a good place. My lady, she talks me down a lot. She tells me I need to calm down and stop putting so much stress on myself. So I've been trying to do that because I'm all about finding more work for myself. I'm trying to build more income. So I'm trying to do everything right now. So I've been putting a lot of stress on myself. So
Shout out to Lady, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she told she like, you need to relax, calm down. You don't have to do all this. So I'm trying to do that right now. So mentally, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty solid right now. I say because of her for sure.
Well, I feel you on that, E. It's good. You know, like B said, shout out to the lady. But something that you said, like being on a boat and being overseas, well, not overseas, but on the water the whole time, messing up your knees. I never really thought about that when it came to being in the Navy. Like that was never a thought. Like you got to stand on a boat, which is going to be on sea, and you're going to be rocking. Like I never really thought about that part of the job. Like I thought about everything else, but I never thought about that part of the job. And it's crazy because that's the important part.
I mean, it depends. It depends because some ships you don't feel the rocking too much. That's not the part that kind of really messed up my knees. I was on small boats, so I was on like little 25-foot boats, regular little boats that you see every now and then. So I was on those small boat security and wearing a vest, so like a 30-pound vest. And on that small boat, you feel all those waves, every last one of them. So that's kind of what got my knees in shambles right now. Shambles, brother. I be standing there, my knees just start hurting. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why my knees hurt right now? I'm standing here. Like, man, I don't know, man.
Who next? I go next.
Yeah, AP, you next.
I feel physically, because I don't go to the gym at all. But I've never been consistent going to the gym. So I feel I'm out of shape though. So I give myself a 7. I feel like if I go out there and run like B doing for a couple of weeks, I can get myself back into shape. I feel fine. But physically, my joints and stuff don't hurt more than normal, I guess. So it's not noticeable. Mentally, I guess, because I can't help some things, but I still feel strong mentally. So I say a 9. You know, some things do weigh on me that I can't help. Sometimes some things do drive me, a little more crazy than other things. But I still feel strong and in control. So this is good for me.
Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah. Well,
Physically, I'm probably at about an 8. I'm not gonna say that I'm fully in shape, but I think skating has kept me somewhat my endurance up at least a little bit. Mentally, I'll probably be at a 7 as well. I'm gonna do a 7 for both. A lot of stuff work related, relationship wise related. It's been taking a toll on me lately, but I would say I have control over it. It's not something that I can't control, but it takes a toll. Just
Yeah,
trying
that
to deal with
customer
it day by
service,
day.
any type of customer
yeah.
service job, I feel take a toll on you mentally. Cause whew,
Yeah. But I
can't do people.
understand the relationship thing taking a toll on you. But
Woo.
it's just when it comes to stuff, as long as, like you said, you can control it and you feel like you're still in control of it, that's good. It's when you feel like you can't control it and it's still taking a toll on you. That's when I feel like, all right, you need to find out why and get this worked out. But since we all feel like we are in control of our situation, I feel like that's good that we all are at least positive in this state of our mind and state of physical. Um, and something else that we talked about earlier last week was the before trip, AP and Manny brought up a topic about integration. Elaborate on that topic, Manny or AP, because I was kind of like, I saw it and I was like, yo, we got to talk about this. So elaborate on that.
All right, so
Okay, you got it. Go ahead.
this is the way I thought about it, right? So basically, when segregation was going on, I'm gonna start there. Basically, people wanted to be separate. Some people more than others, but that's how it was. So that means these people had their own, I'll say, society, and then these people had their own society. And then people decided, well, their society is better than ours because they're only giving us the worst things. So why don't we integrate ourselves, which is what ended up happening. So now seeing it, I feel like after that happened, I ain't gonna say no particular groups of people, but I feel like one side, the YP side, was like stealing ideas and using the other side for their own personal gain instead of like one side building something up on their own. I feel like they kind of ended up going under something else and having to grow how that thing wanted them to grow, if that makes sense. So the question was, do you think integration hurt us or did it help us? For me, I think it hurt us because if you look at movies like Black Panther, not saying that's what we could have had, but I see the idea. We could have built our own stuff like the Chinese do and then had our own stuff and then been using our own stuff and we could have become what we wanted to be versus what we can be while we're here because it's things that keep us from becoming things that we want to do.
Okay, I got a rebuttal. Let me hear E's on that one.
I think so. I'm gonna speak on the thing with Chinese. I think, excuse me, because I work hand in hand with a Chinese guy, and I pick his brain all the time. He's a fucking mastermind when it comes to business. I think the thing with Chinese people, whether they're Chinese American or in actual China, they still support each other, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's a disconnect between us and people from the motherland. We know why there's a disconnect, but there's a disconnect, and hopefully we mend that here shortly or soon in the future, some point in the future. I think integration it hurt us and helped us a little bit. I will say, I think it hurt us more than helped us, but we have no idea how things would have turned out if we didn't do integration. And I would like to say that things would have got better for us, but we don't know that. So segregation helped us in that little percentage of things. And I remember in the group chat we were talking about how integration made us depend on the man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think that's the downside to it for sure. Because I remember saying, especially Black Wall Street, I want Black Wall Street to be something that's talked about a whole lot more. I mean, because they had their own schools, their own transit system, their own hospitals, banks, all that. And that was all over the place. It wasn't just in Tulsa. They had a Black Wall Street in Durham. It was places everywhere that had Black Wall Streets. So I think if we could have kept that going, we definitely would have been possibly been a powerhouse. I don't know. I don't want to say we're superior or anything like that, because that's not what I'm pointing at. But
I think our community would have been better off as a whole than it is.
Yeah.
Bigger and stronger. Yeah.
Economically wise.
Absolutely. And that's why I say the integration thing kind of hurt us too, because now we have a problem with helping each other out. It's a crabs in the barrel mentality, and that shit sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully soon we will be more community oriented and adapt the whole village mentality like the OGs used to have, and come together a lot more. I hope so, but it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that when the system is against you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty hard to have a community and have our own banks, have our own school systems, all that, when the system won't allow that. So hopefully that happens soon. So I think integration, it helped us a little and it hurt us as well.
Wow. I understand both sides of the conversation, but when it comes to me, it's the conversation of it hurt us because we still needed them in some form. Them would be the other people. We still needed them. So when it came to buying something, they own everything. So how can I buy something even if I have the money if you don't want to sell it to me?
That's the system I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's why,
because you can make it, but see, the system made you believe that you needed it, and that's why you wanted to get it in the first place. And I feel like that was like the first downfall, because since then it's just been, you need this, so you need to get it, but you have to get it from us. You can't make it yourself.
Yeah, understood that, but you got to look at it from the point of, all right, we integrated now. Boom. You need land to make your own food.
But they had farmers.
In your backyard. Yeah, they had farms, but none of them were owned by black people.
Bro, they had black farmers.
No, yeah. No, it was definitely black farmers.
Understood. It was something black people did and we knew how to do, and they had some. But who owned majority of the farms?
Well, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So if I need food, if I'm low class, I need food, I'm gonna need that person to bring my food, to give me food and stuff.
And see, we also talked about I felt like they kind of knew what they were doing when they did that.
Exactly.
So here's an example, because when we first got free, they did this thing called redlining, where they basically gave us land, but basically tricked us out of it, and basically, had us sell the land that they gave us back to them. So at one point in time, we had it. It's just they tricked us out of it. And then, the dominoes fell where they may. So from the very beginning, the system's already been kicking in. I feel by the time integration came, it was already too late. Because they already, like you said, they already own most of everything.
Shit was set in stone by that time.
Yeah, so they like, fuck it. I mean, you want to be integrated, that's fine. You still gotta get it from us.
Yeah. They were decades ahead, generations ahead.
It's a great plan.
It sucks, but it's a great plan.
Nah, I mean, you guys just hit it right in the head.
Yeah, bro. He pretty much said everything.
All right. So, another thing that's been going on is George Floyd, man. So his charges he got was not George Floyd because of course he's dead, but how do y'all feel this case has been going?
So far, I'm seeing the things that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
So,
what?
Like the witnesses that are calling are attesting to the fact that it was excessive force that was used, which it was. And then they even had the police, or I don't know if he was the chief, but he was somebody that works at the police, come on and say that, it was way excessive. It shouldn't have even been that long that his foot was on his neck in the first place. So everybody knows this. So as long as we get the verdict that we're hoping for, then it's going the way it's supposed to, because they're basically just saying everything that we already know. Nobody's coming out trying to justify it, which is what I'm glad.
Is second degree good enough for you?
So the only thing is first degree, it has to be premeditated. So, I mean, me personally, I can't say it's premeditated. He didn't plan it. It wasn't for one specific person, unless they come up with some proof that says it was. So the next best thing is second degree. And I believe that carries 25 to life in most places. So it's just going to depend on his sentence.
10 to 15.
For a murder charge?
Second degree, yeah.
Is that the maximum?
No, it has the maximum. It has a maximum of 40, I believe. But in most cases, they get 10 to 15, I believe.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all going to come down to that. It's going to come down to the verdict and then the sentence.
So his charges are second degree unintentional murder, third degree murder, and second degree manslaughter. Like I was saying to Darion in the chat, I think the only charge that's going to sit is the second degree manslaughter if he gets convicted.
The lowest possible one? Is that the lowest possible one?
Yeah, that would
be the lowest one.
Yeah, that would be the lowest possible one. And that's a 5 to 10 year sentence. And probably he's a cop, all this other stuff. He's probably going to do 5 years.
Maybe 2.5.
I was about to say 2 or 3.
Be able to get out.
Get off early.
3 years.
And then get retired.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's my thought process on it. That's why I said they shouldn't even put the manslaughter in there.
Well, and see, I said they had to in order to bring him in, because once they charge him with manslaughter, they have to prove that it was an accident. That wasn't no accident. So, I mean, I would be curious to see if they give him both, if he gets the second degree murder charge and the manslaughter charge.
I doubt it.
I don't know. It had to be something else. Excessive force. Maybe they charge him with excessive force as well as second degree, because they may charge him with something else. But if they only charge him with manslaughter, bro, it's gonna be madness.
I mean, excessive force.
The settlement was the setup.
And see, that's what I said, and I feel like it was.
And like wife has told me, the manslaughter charge it's a start to something.
Yeah.
At least he's getting convicted. It might not be the full 15. I know I'm not saying that, but we ain't got nothing yet.
I'm not going to trip on the sentence as long as he at least get convicted, because nobody else got convicted. They just got off.
Yeah.
So at least get charged with something, bro. Trespassing, something.
So if he's convicted, at least it's a start. Like, can we start somewhere? Like, this man did this for 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Like,
did you say trespass?
Hey, anything at this point, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm not going that, bro. Come on.
Speaking about
the man life,
I wonder what the family of them have said, because I wonder what they want. Because I know they got the settlement. So
George,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cops family.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck him. I'm sorry, he fucked his whole family, bro.
Nah,
I ain't gonna say nothing bad about
really,
him.
they should feel the way we feeling, to be honest.
They should.
Wrong is wrong.
Yeah, wrong. Exactly.
You know damn well they're not gonna feel like that.
Yeah, you right. But,
But they should.
I'm just saying. That's why I said they should.
I mean, They want their man's home.
The Fruitvale Station situation. I mean, they still protest every year on that day.
Oh yeah, they did, and they did get the settlement.
Yeah, I mean, he got what did he get? I think he got 11 months.
Oh yeah, the cop.
The cop got 11 months. So, I mean, that's shooting him up. But I mean, we'll see.
And see that one, I could see that one being manslaughter before this one does. Only because I can see them build a case upon I was holding my gun to keep him still and it went off. You know. But this one, nah, bro, you purposely put your knee in a specific spot and kept it there.
I think in the Fruitvale Station case, he said he tried to go for his taser and grabbed his gun by accident. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that.
That's what happened. But you're trained as an officer to deal with high stress situations.
They ain't trained for shit, bro. They go.
It is proof that their training sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know about Minnesota, but I know North Carolina, trash.
Yeah,
we might as well not even comment.
Shoot to kill.
They get more.
They need police training.
Police training to shoot to kill.
But yeah, I feel like it is to shoot to kill, though. I feel like they get at least minimum to no training on actually subduing somebody and bringing them in.
No, I really think that's an actual fact that their training is literally shoot to kill.
Yeah, he got a weapon, kill him.
I saw this interview. I saw an interview with a guy that was prior military, and he had some statistics. I can't remember exactly what they were, but he was saying the statistics for people that were prior military shooting an unarmed civilian are significantly lower than someone that just went straight to the force. Because in the military, we have steps that we have to take before we can do that. We have rules of engagement. So I think mentally we think of that before we go to just shoot anybody else. Yeah. When he said that, I was like, you know what, that make a whole lot of sense because we know if we just go straight to deadly force without these other steps, shit is going to get thrown. We're going to live and work.
Yeah.
But you know it's crazy.
What?
The military, when it comes to, they get more training with people because at the end of the day, they're not just getting thrown out there. Like you're on base first, right? Mm-hmm. So you're on base and you getting trained by on base, and it's those people. So it's all types of people on base. Mm-hmm. You can be a small town cop and it'd be nothing but the other people in your town, and
that's all you use.
Black person.
Yeah.
And then the only thing you know about that black person is what you see on TV.
Something totally different. So with the military, I commend them on that because you start your training out on base. So you're gonna interact with so many different people. So seeing a different person is not going to trigger you to do something different. It's all gonna be the same.
I mean, I think for cops, most of the time you police. I'm not gonna say most of the time. Some of the time you police in the community that you grew up in. Now, because I do see that police officers, they'll live in counties outside of where they actually police at. But as far as military, I didn't have any training on how to deal with Saudi people. I mean, if I did, it was a CBT, computer-based training, and like you know what I mean. So like I had to learn how to interact with them and their customs and things like that. Had to learn that like they're kind of royalty when it comes to the country that we're in. So I was like, I mean, I do feel like situations are different because you can be away and your senses is automatically like, yo, I gotta make it home, no matter what. Everybody's my enemy. But I also know that if I do something outside of this rule of engagement, I'm probably getting a book thrown at me. But at home, it's a mixture between who's friendly and who's not. So
the thing that sticks out to me is it's only our police.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the European police are not like this. They're not just going out shooting black people, bro.
Our police militarized. That's the difference. So the ones in England, they only go out when they need them. Like they don't just be out here just fucking riding around policing looking for shit and unmarked cars and shit like that.
And see, the thing that gets me is why do they do that? What is it that they worried about?
I have no idea.
Well,
because we don't have crime that other people don't have.
I can understand why they're doing that. Just imagine if cops only showed up when you called them.
So you should look up the crime rate in England and then look up the crime rate in America.
I should do that, but I can't
Because
compare.
I bet you it's not close.
Yeah, well, the difference with ours is we have the rights we have. So
Yeah.
they're not allowed to have guns and shit like that. We can. So that's why ours are just out there.
Hey, London,
New York can't have guns. There's still people get shot.
Oh,
That's true.
that's true.
That's true. A
I
few
don't know,
years
bro.
ago, they had that dude that was slicing people up with the he had a blade or something like that, walking around slicing people.
Bro, they had terrorists riding around in buses, bro, just driving buses in the crowds of people.
What?
Where they police at?
Yeah,
Like,
with
I don't,
Billy, with
it's just,
Billy
I don't know, bro. I think our police do too much. I don't think it's justified because there's crime everywhere. You know, people do stuff everywhere. What is it about us that our police have to be so deadly? Like,
Well, I mean, you know, the whole foundation of the police, the reason why they were started was to catch slaves. So that's where it goes.
and protect those people's property.
so that's where that's the whole system of police. That's where it started from. So
That's why I don't like it, bro.
imagine,
And
you
see
can only
stuff
imagine
like
that's
this, you know, from the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
It's been like that from the beginning.
absolutely, and it's just going to get handed down from generation
Mhm.
to generation. So,
Until you tear it down and start something new.
and that's oh yeah, I was going to speak about this. Have you heard about the Camden experiment? So it's crazy because all y'all know I watch a lot of TV. I watch a bunch of TV shows. So I was watching this police show named The Rookie on Hulu, and he's taking an ethics class. So a professor does a ride along, and she's asking them all these questions and shit like that. And she brings up the Camden experiment. So I guess Camden is a city in New Jersey, and you know everybody been saying defund the police and all that shit like that. They pretty much they did that. So they fired the.
Wait, so real quick, because when they said defund, I thought they meant take some money away, not take away all the police.
Defund is different things. It's different meaning defund for sure.
Okay.
But for in this situation, they fired everybody and rehired them. So instead of them being Camden City Police, it was a whole county. So it was no longer a Camden City, it was a Camden County. And they did the whole rehiring process again. So I need to read up on it some more and read different articles for sure. But I was like, that's wild that they just fired everybody. I'm pretty sure they didn't just like out of nowhere, just like, all right, all y'all fired. I'm pretty sure they did it in different sectors and different stations and all that shit like that. But yeah, it was wild as hell. They just fired people and rehired them. And from what I read so far, the crime rate went down a lot. So, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a good idea. It sounds like
I'd be with it. We
Yeah.
do all the people, get them new psych exams, new background checks.
I guarantee if you allow the people to police their communities, which is what happens in the Jewish community in New York back in the day, like they would police their own situation, whatnot. They it shows like a level of respect. Okay, cool. If I go down this block, I know what to expect, but they know who I am. I grew up here. Like, come on now, like, clean yourself up. But if you got somebody, a foreigner from north side of Raleigh coming to the south side, like you're already on the defensive and whatnot. So I don't know. That's just
and see, that's why I like the idea, but it shouldn't be any aggressiveness when you visit other places. Like,
yeah.
But it is. I mean, you can't help it. But yeah, that, and then you got to worry about what if your neighborhood is ran by somebody who's dirty.
Yeah.
Are they really gonna have the same best interest that you have?
Yeah,
That's a big one.
Yeah. But no, I like that though. Yeah, fire them all, rehire them.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool for sure. The thought of it.
Thought of it.
Yeah, thought of it. The thought of it
work.
I mean, they proved that it does, but I don't know if it'll work. Like, I don't know if it'll work in fucking New York City or LA and shit like that. Like, I don't know the major cities.
Was that a documentary? Is that real? Like, they really doing that?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, because I saw it on the show, so I looked it up.
Yeah, if it was successful, then they're probably going to expand it. So they may be in the works already or doing something, which would be great.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it'll work in big major cities though, like fucking in Chicago or New York City or LA.
Yeah, I don't know. Start with Chicago.
I don't know if shit like that will work in those big cities.
Yeah, let's definitely not start there.
And it's crazy because it's only one. It's a
Should be
small
Governor Chief Keef.
He's standing, so he can't be governor.
No.
Hey,
they can make their own rules at that point.
So something else popped up on my Twitter feed that was kind of interesting to this topic in this show, or I should say this podcast, because we're all black men.
Shout out to Pokemon.
B, when you see this picture, what do you see? What does it mean to you? Let me ask you that.
To be honest with you, I see kind of how it is in real life. A lot of things are going against you already as is. And unless you're a black man, you don't understand the pressures of what you deal with on a daily basis. And I believe that Darion had said it in the chat last week. It should also be other black men. It's you have to worry about the white man. You have to worry about the police. You have to worry about what black women think about you if you decide to do something that's against what they believe in, or it's just so many things are pressing, and something has to give. So that's what I see.
Manny?
So I think only two should be up here. And we all know which two should be. I don't even need to say. Everyone knows.
Well, we've got the acronym already. The other people.
it's yeah. So the two that should not be up here is gay black men and black women, because the way I see this picture is we think that they're against us, and they're not at all. I will say some black men are against those two more than anything. A lot of us are taught to shit on the gay community, and it's horrible that we're taught that, because they're people just like us. They have feelings just like us. So just imagine you've been a black man, which is one target already, and then you've been a gay black man, which makes two targets. So now you have double the people gunning for you than you usually would. So being a gay black man, you have black men hating on you. For some reason, I really don't even know why we feel some type of way about gay black men, because they're still men just like we are. That's that. Like it should be no reason why we feel like gay black men are attacking us. If they are attacking us, it's because we've been attacking them for so fucking long, which we shouldn't be at all.
Agreed.
I think if people would just mind their business, like them being gay has nothing to do with us.
I think it should
nothing. I be trying to tell people
that it separates us anyway.
But everybody, like, I have my like as an example, like I was really, really growing up homophobic, and I'm pretty sure all of us was at one point until we got older.
Yeah,
but I had to work with one, so that made me be less as homophobic as I was.
It made you look past it,
because I had to work with him literally. And after he got fired, he told one of the coworkers that I was interested in him because I was cordial. And
see, that's that type of
like that makes you feel a certain way towards that community. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we were taught to shit on them. Like I wasn't taught or raised to shit on them. I was just raised not to be that way. So
I got a question. Why that one gay man, him doing that, why does that make you why does that give you a different outlook of the whole community? For that one gay man,
like it's like one bad apple in a bunch.
So
what's crazy? I see where he going.
Exactly. So say all of us on this podcast right now, we all go out. I punch somebody in the face or I rob somebody, and they be like, all of them rob me.
Okay, I got you.
That's the.
But you ain't.
Oh, see, I thought you was going like police and black people.
You did
Well, I mean, with that too.
I thought he was going too.
Like, damn.
that too. It's like you cannot base that whole.
Finish though. You don't let me finish. I'm not as homophobic as I was then, or even after that situation. So I'm more understanding. But I was just using that as an example to why some of us may feel a certain way, not because we were taught or raised to shit on them. It's because of certain things that they may have done.
Mm.
That's the only thing I was getting at.
I guess. I mean,
that, and sometimes I think it's
you can understand somebody. That's just looking at the situation of what we've been talking about this whole show. When it comes to police brutality, we say fuck the pigs. That means all cops, not the good ones or the bad ones. That's all.
I don't like none of them.
And it's based off, just like El said, a few bad apples. Because we all know all cops are not bad, but we do say fuck the police. Like,
I think,
and if you are part of that, that's who we talk about. So I can understand.
We don't like shit. We don't like being in situations that we don't feel we can control. So experiences we've never been in, or experiences that we would never be in because we're not, of that nature, then we don't know how to respond for that. I know me personally, bro, I don't know how I would respond. Like, I'll probably be angry at first, but then afterwards I'd be like, you know what, it ain't nothing to be angry about, because I mean, I don't feel like that. But it is a surprise that I'm not ready for that. I'm used to it if a female come up and say that, you know what I'm saying? Because all my life, that's how it's supposed to be. I guess I can. I used to be like that. I don't want.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like, all of us were kind of raised that way. I'll say raised to be homophobic. Okay, not all of us. A lot of us were raised to be homophobic, and I don't understand why.
Well, don't say.
I blame my parents.
You don't necessarily have to say we were raised to be homophobic. You could just say we were raised not to be gay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't see that. Okay. See, that's a different conversation, because that would imply that it was a choice.
Well, they raised us as boys into young men, into men. That's what they did. We were raised to be young men,
young heterosexual men. That's what we were raised.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised. I can say that. I can say.
Right. So I don't want you to say like because I'm not gonna say my mama raised me to be homophobic. Like, no, I decided at one point in my life to be.
Not women. I'm speaking as far as like all of us had a male figure around, and sometimes that male figure would shit on the gay community. I know for sure mine did.
I ain't gonna say just males, because it could be males or females.
That's true too.
Bro, I done heard some, especially with my sister. Bro, I done heard. Bro.
my dad. To this day, my dad still say "wow" shit. I'm just like, bro, what? Like, why you even say that?
Wait, I gotta share a story with y'all while we up here. Boom.
Here.
All right. So, all y'all know my sister, right? Most of y'all know my mom. Okay. So my sister was telling me this story when they was there about my sister telling her, she wanted to basically be who she was out in the open, and my mom didn't want her to do that inside the home. Okay. So she moved. And I remember her telling me a story when she came back, and she was telling my mom about something. They got into an argument. And she was telling me how my mom was basically using the Bible to tell her how bad it was. But it got to the point where she threw it at her. She threw the Bible at her, bro. As if if it hit her, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna knock it out of her,
right? Yo, it's crazy.
People love using the Bible for that.
That is crazy,
and it's another weird thing. That's a topic for another day. But that's that. Gay black men shouldn't be up there. Black women shouldn't be up there, because I feel like a lot of men attack black women, and a lot of black men don't support black women. True. And all black women do is support us.
We can't say they shouldn't be up there, because they every time, and I ain't gonna, maybe it just be my followers. Okay, it could be just be mine. I might get on Facebook. It's a black woman down and a black man in some type of area.
And see, I
But
was
I
gonna
can
wait
agree
for
to that.
my turn.
for their
But yes,
I
bro.
can-
it's like constant.
It's not all of them, but yo,
It's a few of them.
I know for sure, and that's and the reason why that's happening is because black men done beat them down so many times.
But
That's
see,
why
it
it's
don't be all of us. It just be
No,
whoever
it
they was
doesn't.
talking to.
It doesn't. It doesn't at
So
all.
I
You
feel
right.
like
Well,
it's both
the
sides.
same ones repetitively all over again. The same guy, pretty much, just in a different body. That's not my fault.
I think it's crazy that we all know these things and we continue
Yeah.
to do them anyways, and then still down the other side for doing the things that we know that they were going to do anyway.
Yeah.
I think all this comes from the fact that we've lost a sense of identity. Inside of the Black community, women have taken on a masculine role in a lot of households. And women, and for whoever does listen to this, I'm not, this is just my opinion. I feel like the women that take on those masculine roles demasculinize men. And that's where they get the I'm gonna talk my shit kind of mentality, because you're not doing anything. I'm doing it all, which is, I understand why you say that, because you have stepped up, you have bridged the gap. And I feel like black men have to realize that in some situations we've lost who we were. We used to be this the support system, the supplier. We used to handle everything outside while they handled everything on the inside. So now we're doing all different types of things, and women are getting their feet underneath them, like, yo, I can do bad all by myself in a sense. So that's how I feel like it comes from.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but we have to realize also
Go ahead, Aaron.
that even if you are, let's just say, even if the woman is paying all the bills, doing all that, if you got a kids and family, that's part of a job too, because it's the same role. If it was switched, they would be trying to play on us. So you can't say that it's a woman's taking the lead. Okay, you got a better job than me, or you make more money than me, but there's still other stuff that I do to contribute. But if he's not contributing, that's totally different. Like if you just got somebody that's lazy sitting on the couch not doing nothing, and they're not contributing, like D said when we talked about this earlier, like long as you're contributing in some kind of way, then you're doing your job.
Everyone has a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not always the same.
Yeah. Like you go to work, that's a job. If I'm the man and I stay home, I keep the house clean and I cook and I do all the other stuff, that's a job too. Because if I didn't do that, guess what? You can't have clean clothes to go to work.
Some men are better cleaners than others. Some men are better cooks. Some women are better cooks. Some women are better at whatever job they have.
Yeah. There's a woman out here that can fix something better than all of us. There's probably a woman out here that can play football better than all of us. Like,
I feel like it's just a sense of we really are equal.
Exactly.
Everybody else makes it seem like we're not.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Like all equal. It's just except for the other people, but we're all equal.
Hey,
I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this.
I'm quiet.
I'm with you.
All right, so I don't think we're gonna have time to get to the other few topics. Let's say those for next week. We got X-Men and top 5 producers. But
which
yeah,
are we gonna not do both, or are we gonna do one? Cause my story ain't gonna take that long.
All right, cool. So which one y'all want to do? X-Men or top 5 producers?
Do the top 5 producers, bro.
L said, "Nah, I'm good."
All right, top 5 producers, L.
We'll do top 5.
Top 5 producers, L.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
If you know 5, just do the top of whoever you
This
know.
isn't in any order, so just
Okay.
put that out there. But I will go with Dr. Dre, Kanye, Swiss Beats, Showtime. Pharrell.
I like Pharrell.
That's 4.
It's difficult.
Yeah. Hey, fuck it, J. Cole.
My God.
Can we kick him off? Can we kick him off right now?
Fuck it. I fuck with J. Cole hard.
Hey.
I can't.
My God.
All right, I'm going next.
14, Forest Hill Drive, all cold.
All right, Dr. Dre, DJ Drama, Metro Boomin. I do like Swiss Beats, and DJ Mustard.
DJ Mustard.
It's my top
Hey,
5.
DJ Mustard. Hey.
I would put Kanye in there, but bro, I put Kanye above everybody no matter what because bro, that man is a producer.
Didn't say
Bro.
nothing.
I can't even put him in the top 5, bro. He number 0. Like,
Who?
Kanye West.
He's number 0.
I can't, bro. I can't. I can't. You can't.
Man,
I just can't do it,
I feel
bro.
like that's low key disrespectful to Kanye.
How, bro?
Come
I can't,
on.
bro. I have not seen a better producer than Kanye West.
But understand, since we're talking about Kanye, I can understand the number 0 because he
But
would
there's
be
still
the
so many
oddball out.
other good ones.
He would be the oddball out. If Kanye would do anything, it would be being the oddball out. Like,
He's so far, he not even on the top 5. He above it.
I feel you. I feel you, brother. BT?
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything that Darian said.
Well, good. I'm glad you agree. That I don't. That's my whole lifetime right there.
I feel you on that.
I don't know
Especially
about
that DJ Drama. DJ Drama.
I can understand DJ Drama, but not DJ Mustard.
Hey, Mustard got some shit.
Bro, yeah, bro. That was the whole Tyga, YG. Bro.
Mustard got some shit.
But
Yeah.
Tiger's nice look. When I think of producers, I think of more so like made the song. Like,
He did. Well done. Bro, he made that mixtape. That was DJ Mustard.
I guess, bro.
Yeah, well done.
mine.
1, 2, 3.
Kanye, of course,
All
would be
right.
number 1.
That was on my Tiger shit, man. That was my nigga then, yo.
Yeah, he
So
was Tyga hard.
Kanye would be number 1, of course. But after number 1, it's kind of like up in the air. Kanye. I like Timberland. Timberland's dope. Dre, Dr. Dre, of course. Cole, of course. And I'm gonna go with Russ too. Go with Russ. That's my top 5. My top 5 is a little like
Russ.
based off my
Outlandish. That's what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. Of course, it's something. It's not something. That's just. I just thought about
It's a black show.
Like,
And out of all the black producers, this nigga picked Russ.
Russ nice though. Russ nice though. I like Russ. I really
So
like
now you
Russ.
and Aaron, you and Brandon with this swordfish, y'all in the same
Hey,
category.
chillax, bro. Hey, Tyler Perry was in that movie, bro.
Hell no.
What's wrong
Bro,
with Russ,
you
bro?
cannot tell me that dedication any Lil Wayne DJ Drama is not your
Bro,
top 5.
but mine is it's totally different because nothing
Definitely
against Wayne. There's nothing against Wayne or DJ Drama, but a lot of DJ Drama stuff came off Wayne, and Wayne his bars were good at that time. He had lyrics, so even I feel like any producer could have been the producer, and Wayne would have made it happen.
Nah.
Come on,
It was something about that DJ Drama. Like, nah, bro. No. If that was DJ Mustard, or come on, bro, it wouldn't have sounded the same.
I think I got mine ready.
All right, go E.
No order at all. Kanye, Timberland, Pharrell. I don't know if I want to do Swiss or. All right, I'm gonna just say Dre now. I'm gonna say Dre.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Dre now.
I'm gonna say Dre now.
But you was ready.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Swiss Beats or DJ Drama right now. Hey, man, I'm about to do. I'm gonna do DJ Drama, cause.
Oh my!
Matter of fact, that Chris Brown song, with that other dude, what was it called? It was DJ Drama.
DJ Drama. Yeah, man, I got DJ Drama, Dr. Dre, Pharrell, Kanye, and Timberland.
I like that.
Those my 5.
No rest.
That
nigga ain't even producing.
Not even there.
I know.
I
really like Russ as a rapper, bro, and I see the potential as a producer. Like I said, that was off the top of the head. Like those are the ones I thought about, off just right here. So it's not like I sat down. I know he's not a top 5 producer. Like I know that. There's other producers out there that's better than him, like Pharrell.
A plethora.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's about 15 to 20 of them better than him. But I like Russ. Russ is dope to me. So
I do like him though. Yeah, I fuck with Russ.
I throw him in there. So if you made it to the end of the show, it's my favorite part of the show. Story time. AP's gonna hook us up with story time this week. What you got, AP?
All right. So if anybody knows me in real life, and if anybody's ever been close enough to me that you've ever met my mom, y'all know that my mom has a very voluptuous shape.
So
it was this time where, for my birthday, she used to always take me to an amusement park. So this year I decided to bring my homeboy, so Aaron and Leonard accompanied me. We went to Kings Dominion. So we get there. Was it Kings Dominion or was it Busch? No, it was Kings Dominion because Busch Garden only had like 5 rides. we get there. And it's got water park, so we got our swimwear with us. So we riding all the rides, you know what I'm saying? We hike. I think at this time I'm turning like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just now becoming, a man. At the time, my mom's not dating anybody. So I'm the man in my house. You know what I'm saying? So we get off this ride. We walk into this next part. So we walking through the part where it's got all the little stands. And this dude's in the middle, and he's trying to get people to play this game, whatever the game. I don't even know what the game was. Fuck that game.
I think it was like throwing the rings over the.
I think it was ring toss.
Yeah, like ring toss or something over the bottles.
All right, so we sitting there, we walking. He calling people, so all of a sudden, I guess he notices my mom. I'm talking to the guys. My mom has on this blue swimsuit. It's a one piece. She's got on the little part that goes over the bottom, like a little skirt, because she ain't like that. So out the corner of my ear, all I hear is missing the blue. I turn around and I gave this nigga the rock eyebrow, nigga. Who the fuck you talking to? I look at my mama, I see what she got on, and I look at him again, and he like, oh, never mind. So I'm mad because I'm mad at him, and I'm more mad because these niggas clowning me. Like, hey, nigga, you look like you was about to do something. Like, bro, fuck that, bro. It's my mom. You have to say shit. I know what my mama look like.
But I felt like he said that shit more than once too. Like I think he said it, and I don't think like nobody. I heard him, but
I probably ain't
everybody
heard.
him.
I only
And
heard
he hit
one.
it again the second time. That one is the one you heard. He was dumb loud with it.
It
Missing the blue.
was too, bro. It was.
He did.
Hey, I heard that one. It was OB.
It was.
Because I was talking to y'all.
It was one where like a whisper, and then like you said,
He came. He got missing the blue.
I heard that shit with my head around with the quickness. Like, nigga, who you talking to? You ain't getting no blue over here. Like, you need to look somewhere else. Oh, but yeah.
Why was you blocking his blessing?
Bro, fuck that man. He wasn't good enough to be my stepdaddy.
Oh, because he worked at the damn.
You mean, yup, exactly.
He could have changed his life.
Yeah, he did. He probably still there. Ain't no shame though, on job shame. Hey, he might be the best, cat calling stand owner in Busch Gardens or Kings Dominion, wherever the fuck place.
Ring bottle there is.
Right. He ain't get that customer though. I know that.
Yeah, bro, blocking that man money.
Shit. Should have been blocking my mama. That's what I should have been doing.
Hey, you did.
That's what I'm supposed to do though. Like,
kids be blocking like hell, low key, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you.
I was on it.
Kids that ass blocked like hell.
See,
I heard something.
That was cool. He did it the right way though. He came to us first. He ain't come to my mama first. Cause he already, was already interested. But you got to get our interest, nigga. We have to like you.
Ain't that ass?
Because if we don't, it don't matter what she want.
Hey, no, that ass. My mom, my stepdad tell me this story all the time, yo. My mom told him, she was like, "Hey, if my son don't like you, we can't be together." Like that.
Yeah,
simple.
the kids is the most important.
That ass, and he told me that all the time. He was like, "Your mom let me know from the jump. Like, hey, if you didn't like me, I was not getting in there at all. Like, I was not gonna have her." And
yeah, ain't no need. Kids know, yo.
Yeah.
And that
nigga,
some parents will still go through with it. I don't know how. But
they try.
And
I see posts all the time about like the lady like married to a dude. Dude said that the son got to go somewhere else. Like, are you crazy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's that baby boy shit.
Yeah, like no, you got to go somewhere else. Hey, some people make stupid decisions. Somebody's got to be stupid. That's why we got the word. Everybody can't be smart. Somebody's got to be it. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Everybody has a job.
That is true. So before we get out of here, any shout outs? L, any shout outs?
Same IG __YEALEO __.
BT.
Real_eyes_realize.
Manny.
Same shit. Instagram Hitman _Manny MANNIE. We didn't already shout my lady out, so we ain't gotta do that again.
AP.
Right. Shout out again.
I'm weird. IG _chasing dreams 2 S's. Real easy. Twitter AP over the moon.
Chasing dreams.
There's 2 S's on dreams.
Oh,
that was nice. Chasing dreams. Sound like you had a list.
As you know, I'm King, yo. Shout out to Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. That's where I do my sports podcast at Hawks, Braves, and Falcons. That's what we talk. Of course, shout out to Manscaped, man. If you don't know, you need to get on it, man. Y'all playing, y'all are walking around here with sweaty balls and shit. That's fucked up. I'll be honest. Like,
get them things fresh.
Get them fresh, no chafing, shave, groom, stop grooming with clippers, bro.
I just have to ask
with clippers, bro.
Whose other problem would it be?
Yo, lady?
What if you not? Hey, fuck it.
Oh, that's so messed up. We out on that one, bro. That's so messed up.